Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim Classic video. You join us on the Midland Mainline South, the AP version of the Midland Mainline South. We're here at Bedford and we're going to be heading down to London St Pancras International. So let's hop in as we are almost ready to depart. We're here at Bedford at the moment. We've got the, that's got red, that was a single yellow a second ago, now that's red. Makes sense. There's a 150 coming in there, a bit fast up to the buffers. But yeah, this is Bedford. We're going to be calling at Luton and then St Pancras International. So it looks like we're ready to go. So getting the brakes off, which take ages. Give the guard a buzz back. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. This is on the new. This is our first Train Sim Classic video on the new PC. So it'll be interesting to see how this route performs. As this route is known for its not so great performance. Once we get going, that is. There you go. Come on, train, you can do it. Let's get the HUD off, even though I've not driven this route for a very long time. Because the FPS won't be great out of here, as you've got all of the Bedford depot and all the trains behind us. So it'll be a little bit low out of here. That is to be expected. And we are in the HST with buffers, which I'm sure you'll be very happy about. Love it. So this is what the X Grand Central ones. The window open as well if you want. Cool. As we make our way out. So we're, what, 2 plus 6? I think 2 plus 6. Thameslink in there. But yeah, first video on Train Sim Classic on the new PC. So I'm hoping it runs this route fairly well. As on the old PC, at St Pancras, it was not great. Well, basically, as soon as you got below St Albans City, it wasn't great. So hopefully, it'll be a bit better on here. Although saying that, we are in ultra graphics on here, so I've turned up the graphics, but hopefully it will still run all right. Right up to, was it 75? I assume at some point we're going to come across to the slows. Onto the fast, I mean. There you go, yeah. Coming across now. Yeah, with that one stop at Luton, which is a bit annoying. I'll skip Luton out. Let's go to check the audio quickly. Oh, actually it does work. I can actually, yeah, that's perfect then. Hopefully the game doesn't crash when we load it back up. This Train Sim Classic is quite good at crashing. No, we're all good. Just the scenery has to load in again. Weird Train Sim Classic antics. So going to be 40 across the points. We've got a green signal now as well. We've got a 90 there. What's the speed for going across the points then? $50. Oh, alright then. We can speed up more. Nice. There's a 222. Meridian. What's that little fault light down there? General fault. What's broken? What have we broken? Hang on, no, because we're not powering up. Let's quickly power down. And then power up again. And this is the AP HST pack. So this is the, what is it? What's the one? MTU? Yeah, I think it's the MTU. Because then you've also got the Valenta HST pack. I haven't got that one yet. Because I don't really do many sort of old North London stuff. So I've not picked that one up yet. Although I may at some point when it goes on sale. I'm trying to think of all the stations on this route as well. You've got Flitwick, Harlington, Harlington, Flitwick. Yeah, Flitwick, Harlington, Leagrave, and then Luton. And Leagrave is quite close to Luton as well, if I remember correctly. No idea what the speed is here. There wasn't really any speed board to indicate what our speed is here. I'd assume it probably is about 100. Hopefully we'll come across a board fairly soon to remind us of offset of the speed. But I'd imagine it's 100 or so. I think the average speed on this route is about 110. Let's get a flyby shot. I bet one of the alarms will go off as well. Cool. Let's get the window shut now as well. Like audio wise doesn't really make much of a difference, it seems. There's a 700. We're in Thameslink. The Thameslink area at the moment. Thameslink territory. And somewhere along here, actually, they want to build a new station called Wixham's. I think it's, well, basically, yeah, around here. Yeah, they want to build a new station in the next couple of years, or next few years. You know, Wixham's station. I'm just going to pop the throttle off. Actually, I don't actually know the speed limit right now, but I'd assume it is over 100. And we could flick up the HUD, but nah. Nice landscape round here, though. Being up to Bedford, what was the last time I went up to? The last time I went up to Bedford was, what was it, 2020? Yeah, it was when we did the Luton Airport Express video, which I think I took it all the way up to Bedford. So that was 2020, May 2024, so about a year ago. I went up to Bedford. But to be honest, I haven't really done many train trips recently. Same with bus trips, I just haven't really felt like the urge of going on the train. Now that I work on the train, I'm literally constantly travelling all over the place for work. It's sort of, I don't know, I have less of an urge to go on the train on my days off. Because my work literally is going on the trains. So I've not been on many sort of train trips. 125, how lovely. So nice and quick then. And I've got the night running light on as well. Well, it doesn't really make much of a difference in this by the looks of things. $120 now for the HST. It's not too far along to Flitwick, which we do have the departure board set to. As you can see, Thameslink is running a couple of minutes late. Nice. And you got GSMR on this one as well. Cool. No, really wanted to get back to this route just because, yeah, on my old PC, it just didn't run well. It appears to be alright when we're at 50 or 56 of FPS at the moment, so that's alright. But on the old PC, it didn't like it, especially once you get below St Albans City. Once we got below there, it just that was it. It really didn't like it. Which I'm sure it probably will. We'll still get a few low FPS bits and pieces, but hopefully it will still run decently. Flittick. Absolutely flying through. A lovely 110 miles per hour at the moment. No, I cannot remember this route that well at all. Yeah, I think after Luton Airport Parkway there's a bit of a slow bit, as I think you sort of have to sort of go weave round before Harpenden, I think. Shaking around though, side to side, lots of head sway. It's quite hard to hear the DSD going off. So sort of how loud the rest of the sound is. Got about 115 miles per hour at the moment. Still running at 60 FPS, which is, well, perfect. Actually, 30 above is fine. To me. And the video's in 60 FPS, so if it's running at 60 FPS, well, that's perfect. As we race down into London, this route would literally be perfect for Train Sim World. I've said that probably every time we've played this route, but it would be perfect for Train Sim World. It's 50 miles long. I think similar amount of stops to that of the Brighton Main Line. You've already got basically all of the trains you need for the route in the game. Be perfect. Almost on par with the East Coast Main Line South if they ever did that. So we've just gone through Harlington, so Leagrave is up next, and once we get to Leagrave we'll start slowing down for Luton, as it's not much further beyond Leagrave. But we'll still have enough time to hopefully slow down. As this HST has cheesy brakes. The brakes are horrendous on the HST. So in fact, let's not apply power, let's just coast it. Yeah, we've already got the 700 in TSW, we've already got this train in well, not the one with the buffers, but we've already got the VP185. So the Midland Mainline South just sort of would be perfect. Bring the 222 out for it, lovely. And the 700/1. And we're off to a win. Would anyone like to see me do more freight on Train Sim Classic? Because I have got the 66 EP and I've got a couple of the wagon packs now. Would anyone be interested in seeing a bit of freight? I could even pick up, was it the 92? So we can do sort of third rail stuff with the 92. £125 for the HST. Again, once we get to Leagrave, we're not that far off of Luton. And as we've not played this route in quite some time, I'll just take it a bit more cautiously. And we drive the 360 on here as well. Well, so that's a route I no longer have, is the Great Eastern Main Line, the Gemma route from ATS. Don't have that anymore, as I'm not sort of within the ATS membership anymore. Probably should renew it at some point, but another 222. I think Leagrave is approaching. Yeah, so from here I think it's like 2 miles or so to Luton. The loveliest town in the UK. Obviously. Kind of at 85 now, so it's coming down. I think Leagrave is sort of a northern suburb of Luton. Get a little bit of breakage on. Again, the brakes on this train are rubbish. Like a trainee driver on the Midland Mainline South. So I think you sort of go around the corner before it as well. Interestingly enough, we don't stop at Luton Airport Parkway though. We get to go through that. Yeah, that's the. You got the little high rise there. I'm pretty certain that is literally next to the railway station. Does look good, this route. I mean, the last time I played this route was, well, probably like a week after it released. I can't remember when this route came out. Was it 2023? I think it was last year. No, it was last year, because that's why I went on the Midland Main Line in real life again. Yeah, it was last year this come out. Round we go though. So the station should be just round here. So again, taking it slow, but for the reason that we haven't driven this route in a very long time. That's probably it just here, yeah. The brakes take forever to release in this train as well, so you sort of got to pop them on and then release them way before. And we're 2+6, but I'd assume we might just have a HST car stop. Have a little peek. Probably is. So we got something up there. That can't be for the HST already, or is it 2+6? No, 5 to 7. Probably down the end. Yeah, I imagine probably down the end. Yeah, let's go down the end. Be on the safe side. SDO 10. Well, yeah, here we are. So that's neutral, engine only as it is on here. Do the doors. Here we are. This is Luton. I'm actually only about a minute late, so that's not too bad. What was the one down here? SDO 757, 2+7. Well, we're technically 8 coaches, so yeah, alright. Not too bad. This is Luton, though. Due out of Luton at 28. But near enough on time. And after this will be London St Pancras International in 30 miles. Obviously in the high level as well at St Pancras. Cool. Very quiet on the outside. On sort of in the cab it's quite noisy, but on the outside it's pretty quiet. It's a bit weird. Let's get back inside. Noisy in here. Up to 90 miles per hour. Here comes another HST coming in. Is that 2+8? Is that one even stopping? That's going pretty quick. Or maybe that one stopped at Luton Airport Parkway. Yeah, very quiet on the outside. Weird. So 90 miles per hour. And yeah, I think this is a fairly slow bit coming up on the Midland Main Line. So pretty soon after Luton Airport Parkway, you sort of go right. It gets a bit curly, a bit curvy. Around sort of into Harpenden. And we should see the EasyJet plane as well. I think it's EasyJet. You can see. We might not see it, but we might. Coming into Luton Airport, London Luton Airport. 95 miles per hour. Here's Luton Airport Parkway. Which from Luton Airport Parkway you can now get like a little monorail service over to the airport, the Dart. Might see the plane somewhere. Through we go. I'm looking out for the plane. Sometimes you can see it's an EasyJet one. There it is over there, I think. Yeah, EasyJet. Still feels weird to say I've now been on a plane, having not been on a plane for 21 years. And then going on a plane for the first ever time, it's like, whoa. And that was recently still as well. Weird. Planes are weird. So there's 95 along here. I don't know if that's going to last though. Oh, 100, okay. Can speed up a bit then. And I think one of the other slow points is St Albans City. You've got quite a bit of a sort of curve there. I'd imagine it comes down there as well. Got 80 or 90. Still. See, I know where all the sort of tight corners are, but the speed limit's not so much. Really, 100 around here still? Okay. Let's just coast it. I'll also get a photo as well. Pause break. Very dark, this sort of tone of livery. I know, it's quite dark. There's you've got the buffers at the front. Let me get rid of the FPS. Oh, what was the FPS again? Control Z. No, I can't remember what the I'm not going to press the FPS. But we'll keep it on there. So if we come out a bit, then we can get rid of it. There you go. There's a Thameslink 700. Yeah, Mighty Wish or Dave driving one of those. Or Pro driver. Cool. Yeah, I don't know as many Thameslink drivers now. Because on platforms you used to get, well, you used to chat to Thameslink drivers all the time. But now I'm on the train, you don't really chat to Thameslink drivers. Well, FPS came down there a bit. About 50 FPS. Anything above 30 is okay. When it gets below that, that's when I get a bit worried. And it's like, what are you doing? Go up. So around here should be Harpenden. What else do you get? Do you get Radley? No, is it? No, it's not Radley. No, that's after St Albans. I think it's only Harpenden. Harpenden and then St Albans City. Or is it? So 120 for us. Through we go. Yeah, I think it's St Albans City. I think after St Albans City, it's then Radlett. Radlett, Elstree and Boreham Wood, Mill Hill Broadway, Mill Hill Broadway. What's after that? I don't know. What is after that? Hendon, Brent Cross West. So you don't get Brent Cross West on this route. Which was sort of one of like the yeah, it's not on there. You don't get Brent Cross West on here. Cricklewood, West Hampstead Thameslink, Kentish Town, and then And then St Pancras. St Pancras Thames Link or St Pancras International. I assume we should get a warning board for the speed limit through St Albans City. It sort of feels like one of those speeds which would have a warning board to, or a morpeth board to it. The DSD is really quiet. It's really got the engines firing away. Hopefully we get a warning board. Fingers crossed. Well, they're saying that we're that far off. So maybe let's just take the power off. I might even get a bit of breakage. So I don't think we're too far off St Albans City. It's lovely bit, really nice being back on this route. Having not played it for such a long time, and it actually seems to be running okay at the moment, which is also quite nice. It's a good route. Yeah, 100. So there was no warning board, or 105. And I think it probably does come down again. So I'm just going to continue step 1 brakes. We swing round to the right, then we then swing round to the left and go through St Albans City, because you've got the old signal box there as well. $100. Is it going to come down even more? We'll come down to 80. We'll be on the safe side. See, I want to get a flyby shot, but then I'll probably miss one of the speed boards. So unfortunately we won't get a flyby shot. So 100 miles an hour. Yeah, so then from here it's fairly sort of straight the rest of the way. Okay. Well, let's power up again. So it's still 100. These little tiny speed boards. 110 miles an hour. There you go, let's speed up. But yeah, if this route works alright, the rest of the way we'll have to do more of it. Because we didn't really do much of it when it first came out because it just didn't run that well on the PC we had. But now we've got a bit more RAM in. I think we've got 64 gigabytes of RAM, and before we had 32, so we basically doubled the amount of RAM, which apparently is an important thing. So yeah, it should run better. Maybe even the Gemma, that might even run alright. I'm almost half tempted to try MT London again to see if that runs any better. Well, I have my doubts about that. I think it's Radlett up next. That's the next station along, and you've got a little freight offshoot coming up as well. This is sort of your break-in point for Radlett station. We're racing the Thames Link. I feel like we're probably going to win. Spoiler alert. I think the 700s can only go up to 100 miles an hour. That's their top operating speed. Well, that's not for us, is it? Oh, it is. Oh, wow, okay. Well, maybe the Thames Link will win. Wasn't expecting to see a double yellow on the trip. What's going on? Oh, just greens the whole way through. Slam the brakes on. Oh, we've got a green. The next one's green. Well, that's a bit annoying. It's like all the way down, and the next one's green. I've got to be on the safe side. I'm going to wait for the brakes to come off now. When you're going at that tremendous speed and you get a double yellow, you can't really risk it. Here's Radlett. Now I'm wondering why we had a double yellow there. Unless something was crossing the points ahead of us. Oh yeah, this would have been the red here, wouldn't it? So maybe something was crossing the points. Or maybe the points just weren't even set. That's why we got a double yellow. $125 for us. It's quite a nice view, isn't it? Shame there's no passenger view on this one. I think the Great Western one that has a passenger view, but not obviously this one. So 125 for us. No idea how long that lasts for. I feel like Elstree and Boreham when it might come down, which is the next station. So we're not that far off of North London now. So Elstree is sort of London, isn't it? That's like the reaches of North London. Hendon's definitely London. Well, that Mill Hill Broadway, that's on the Northern Line, isn't it? So that's London. Let's just save the game. I'm not expecting it to crash. Probably jinxed it now, but you never know. 110, it's already come down. 110 at Elstree. And we go into a tunnel after this as well. Yeah, just picture this route on TSW. Literally perfect. 50 miles, we've already got the trains for it. We've got the licenses for it. It's just like waiting to happen. And you can bring the 222 out. It's just done. Lovely. And you've already got some Pancras International modelled as well. So it's just perfect. The Bedpan line. 110. Yeah, I'm glad this is... It's still running really nice with 40 odd FPS. I mean, anything above 30 is alright. So it's still running nicely, which I'm happy about. That's good. So far, this PC has been a good investment. I think all the mods we've got to play on TSW, which we only dreamed of playing before, it's been good. And obviously getting back onto this, yeah, so far so good. Do you guys think the PC was a good investment? I think we should have just stuck it out on the old one. Motorway there. Is that the A1? Is that the M1 over there to the left? This is Mill Hill Broadway. Quite a desolate looking station. So yeah, well, we're in London now. No two ways about this is London. So you'll see the slow line sort of go off in a minute, and they sort of, yeah, it's a weird layout. They sort of go up then back down into Hendon. And we'll also have to do the GST HST cab pack as well, the Gold Star Trains HST cab pack, which is for the VP185. We'll have to do that as well at some point. Again, just sort of coasting now. I think it's all sort of downhill. Well, mostly downhill. Not really much point speeding up here. Now it'll be the challenge of trying not to hit the buffers at St Pancras or stopping too early. 105 miles per hour. We're going 95, so we are okay. Hendon. I think the FPS is slowly coming down now, but then we are coming up to central London. So, and you've got the huge depot, Hendon and Cricklewood as well. So, you know, there's probably going to be a lot of AI in there. But yeah, you can see that's just loaded in now. Back up to 110 apparently, but we're not going to bother speeding up now. And in this gap, you've got Pancras West in real life. I think, yeah, it's basically like here, sort of stretches across from over there where the cursor is across to the other side. That's Pancras West Station. Warning for an 85, which we're almost at anyway now. And that's sort of the tactic, isn't it? Sort of as soon as you get past Radlett, just let it coast. And this is Cricklewood. There we go. And up next is West Hampstead Thameslink. And then we then go into the tunnels, which then sort of take us, well, but weave us into St Pancras. Well, not all the way, but some of the way. Quite a long tunnel. And actually just after West Hampstead Thameslink station, you'll see the North London line go over the top of us. West Hampstead Thameslink. And then you've got the North London line, which is going over the top there. Warning for a 50, which I think starts in a little while yet. We'll put the brakes on. There's the 80. And we're in the tunnel. You've got the cab light, although I shouldn't really have it on, so we get that off. We're approaching our final stop of St Pancras International. Who thinks this route should be in TSW? For like the fourth time we've mentioned it this video. It will be perfect. Absolutely perfect for it. Things are already modelled, we already have the trains, we already have the licenses. It just is ready to be made. And it would also help out the Midland Mainline route, because you could have a 222 on here. They could be the two trains, the 700/1 and the 222. Got to be careful now, because when I go back to TSW, when the DSD goes off, I've not got. If you press E on TSW, it gets you out of the seat. So I've got to be careful going back to that game now, not to jump out of the seat. When's this 50 starting then? The warning board was way before. Then you've got Kentish Town coming up. I think that's the line which goes off and joins up between Gospel Oak and Upper Holloway. It's like the freight line. Is this the 50? I might it's the 70 still. Then you got another warning for a 50. Unless the warning before was for the points going across. But I'd rather go nice and slow, as we haven't done this in a while. No point in rushing it and then speeding. And you'll see the Thameslink line dip down in a second down into the tunnels, as it then reappears at London Blackfriars. 20 mph warning board. So that'll be as we're coming into St Pancras. There goes the Thameslink line down there into the Thameslink core. I don't think the 20 started for us yet. There it is there, all coming up. Here we are, you've got the cement here as well, right in the middle of all of the different lines. So there's even a 5 mph limit there. It's a bit slow. And yeah, it's ran really well, literally above 30 FPS the whole way, so we'll definitely be doing some more of this. Whenever that will be, but there'll be more. And that was a overall really nice drive down to St Pancras, so hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. Back on the Midland Mainline South. We'll have to maybe do the one from Bedford up to Leicester at some point, the free one. Do like a full run. .20 mph, there we are. That was really good. Generally really chuffed for that. Let's not screw it up now, hitting the buffers. So yeah, me and the brakes of this train don't really get along. I still can't believe they run this in the West Country. It must be blooming... You have to be a really skilled driver to drive this in the West Country between Plymouth and Penzance. And wow, that takes a lot of skill. So quite quiet here. No AI for Southeastern. And 222. Again, when are we going to see that in TSW? Really slow. Well, I mean, we're going 10 miles an hour, which is sort of the normal speed at this point. Bit of step 1 brakes. Ease us down to about 5 mph, and we're at a really nice, comfortable speed. Although we don't want to get too slow while we start after applying power, which we might have to do. You can't rush coming into these stops, especially in the HST. Oh, that one's off. Oh no, that one's opening the doors up. Not hitting the buffers. It's not happening. Well, saying that we have got the buffers on the front. So we don't even go right down to them anyway. There we go, lovely. Yeah, looks like we stopped here. Lovely, right, that's that to that. Press T. Here we are, welcome to London St Pancras International. Well, that was good fun. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links can be found in all of the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as our affiliate link for the lovely UK departure board. There's also the 5% off coupon for that as well. Very, very good things. But yeah, apart from that, thanks all for coming in, and hopefully we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.